Hi, it's Lynn Leoz, and we're going to talk about something in our daily walk with God. And this is a way in which the enemy is waging war on us so that we don't hear from God. If you're like me, there's times that we go through dry spells where we just don't hear from God. Now, this woman that I'm going to bring to your attention, Laura Harris Smith, discusses in depth dreams and how oftentimes God does communicate with us through our dreams. Now, what's more is that she read the Bible cover to cover and she did not find one direct passage that said that we go through periods where we don't hear from God. There was things that alluded to other situations like that, which she discusses in the main feature video that will be in my post. But there was no direct verse that says we do not hear from God. Well, the enemy can affect us in such a way to where it affects our sleep. We don't get enough sleep. We don't go into stage 5 sleep, which is rapid eye movement, and that is the time in which we fall into a deep sleep when we dream. Now, let me support what I'm saying with a very important scripture here, and it is Job 33:14 through 16. It says, "For God may speak in one way or in another." So there's many ways that God does speak to us, not just in dreams, okay? Yet man does not perceive it. So oftentimes when God just speaks to us in our brain, we don't perceive it. We either don't understand it, or we don't grasp it, or we think it's our own mind. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men. Now note there, when deep sleep falls upon men. So we must be in the deep sleep for the next thing to occur. It says, while slumbering on their beds, then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction. So let's say God speaks to you about something and you're just not sure about it. Okay, oftentimes he will confirm himself by giving you a dream. Now, if you're not falling in to the stage 5 sleep, which is rapid eye movement, okay, you're not going to have actual dreams. You will have things that are partial dreams or quick glimpses of things, okay, because we do have that every night, but you will not have an actual dream. Let me explain that to you. Now, I have not posted my article yet, but this is just a segment of the article. Okay, so you're seeing my edit area where I actually typed the article up. It says stage 1. Just as we're about to drift off, we experience alpha and theta and have dreamlike moments similar to daydreaming, except we're just starting to fall asleep. Okay, so you have this dreamlike moment. Stage 2. The second stage of sleep usually lasts for approximately 20 minutes. This is the stage when our mind, and I have a typo there, let me just fix that now, starts producing extremely short periods of rapid and rhythmic brainwave activity, commonly referred to as sleep spindles. In fact, the body's temperature begins to drop and the heart rate slows down. Stage 3. This is the transitional period that occurs between light sleep and very deep sleep. Slow brain waves that are called delta waves begin developing during this stage. Stage 4, oftentimes referred to as delta sleep, delta waves emerge during this time. This stage is a deep sleep that can usually last about 30 minutes. Coincidentally, this is the stage when sleepwalking and bedwetting occur. Now, stage 5, your rapid eye movement stage, that's the final stage of sleep. That is the deepest one. Okay, and it's actually oftentimes referred to as paradoxical sleep because while the brain and the body systems are actually becoming more active, your muscles are relaxing to the point of paralyzation, and that keeps you from harming yourself during a dream. If your muscles are paralyzed, you can't get up and perform whatever the act is that's going on in your dream, whether it be harming someone else or doing something to someone or yourself. So note there that I stated that sleepwalking and bedwetting occur during stage 4. Okay, during stage 4, your muscles are not yet paralyzed. Okay, that's why people can sleepwalk, but they can't sleepwalk during stage 5. Now, this here is what I was just trying to point out to you. It says REM sleep is the stage of sleep when you typically dream. You may have brief images in some of the earlier stages of sleep. Okay, that we have every night. In fact, at the minimum, 6 to 8 of those a night. Okay, but the actual dream state occurs during REM. Now, back to this Bible verse here in the book of Job. If we are not falling into stage 5 sleep, which is the REM stage, then we're going to have a hard time hearing from God if He wants to confirm something to us in a dream. Now, dreams are all throughout the Bible where people are given dreams and visions. Okay, so it is a very biblical thing. And here I've supported what I'm saying with this passage from Job. Interestingly enough, God never sleeps. Okay, it says in Psalm 121 verse 4, "Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep." That's also interesting with everything that's going on right now prophetically in Israel. God is always watching over Israel. He knows everything that's going on. So that's just an interesting prophetic note. But I really feel this is important. Okay, this is very important because, as I said earlier, many of us are going through dry periods where we're not hearing from God. This could be the reason. And there's many reasons why we don't fall into this REM stage of sleep. It can be health reasons in relation to vitamin deficiency or stress factors that can play a big part. Not going to bed on time or consistently every night. We actually should go to bed consistently at the same time every night. Okay, if you're staying up too late like me, I'm very guilty of this. I just feel like there's not enough time in a day. I stay up sometimes till 2 or 3 in the morning. Then I get up early. Now, if I sleep in and I don't get up early, I feel crummy. The rest of the day, it kind of ruins my day. Have you ever done that where you just sleep too much and you feel worse than if you did not get enough sleep? I do that all the time, and then I feel horrible for sleeping in too much. So not getting proper sleep and not sleeping properly can affect your physical life and your spiritual life. So it's very important, especially right now more than ever when prophetic things are picking up around the globe, that we hear from God. Okay, God is confirming Himself to people all over the world, and this is very important. If you can't hear from God, how are you going to know what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do? Now, this woman, Laura Harris Smith, actually shares a dream in the feature video I'll post on my article where God warned her of something. Now, God can give you dreams to confirm Himself. He can give you dreams to warn you of something, all sorts of things, just or to deal with you on something in your life that you're doing. Okay, so God can give you all sorts of different types of dreams. But she shares a dream where He actually warned her of something, and she ended up praying with her church about it, and that thing ended up happening, but the bad aspect that she saw in her dream did not happen. It was resolved, and this situation could have very well destroyed her church. So she goes into some detail about that. So God may want to warn you of something, and if you're not getting adequate sleep and you're not falling into that REM stage of sleep, then how are you going to be warned in order to pray? Now, here's a little brief clip about her in her book. It says, 5 types of prophetic dreams for the present. Funny that it's called 5 types of prophetic dreams. There's 5 types of prophetic dreams, and there's 5 types of stages of sleep. Interesting. Millions study and strive to hear God's voice during the day, but they don't realize that they can also see His voice at night through dreams. Seeing the Voice of God, which is her book she ended up writing. Now, let me make a statement here. You can go to her YouTube channel, which I'm going to put a video in my article from her channel. But she was actually on YouTube for a long time before she wrote a book, because she discusses how excited she is about this and how she'd really like to reach out to more people by writing a book. So seeing the voice of God describes the 10 main types of dreams, with the 5 most common dream types showcased here. So there's a total of 10 types of dreams, but there's the 5 most common that she showcases. The book also includes a dream dictionary with more than 1,000 symbols and their scriptural relevances. It provides medical advice from sleep study doctors on what ails our dreamless, sleepless society, nutritional advice on which vitamins help you better remember your dreams, and reviews on the top iPhone and Android sleep and dream cycle apps. So she really goes into detail about this, and like I said, I encourage you to read my post and watch all the videos, and if you feel moved, to get a copy of her book. In fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and order it and read it myself, because if God has something to say to me, I want to make sure that I hear it. And again, going back to the Bible in Job 33:14 through 16, for God may speak in one way or in another, yet man does not perceive it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men, while slumbering on their beds, then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction. So be sure and check out my post. The link will be provided beneath my video on my YouTube channel in the About section. Thanks, and God bless all of you.